Welcome to Mystical Heart Tarot Readings. This is members' mini tarot readings and angel numbers. Keep in mind these angel numbers are for Sunday, January the 7th, 2024. And we start with Leah B. All right, this is for Leah B. All right, we have the Ten of Cups in reverse. The Ten of Cups in reverse. So I feel like maybe you are dealing with an emotional loss, a connection of some sort. Could be a friend that you've disconnected from. Could be a relationship that broke up. Let's see what else we have here. We have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. So this loss could create a setback of some sort. I also, when I get the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, feel like it's history repeating itself. We have the Moon card. This could represent somebody under the sign of Pisces, but not necessarily, just letting you know that. It's in reverse. Something that was done in the dark is coming to light. So I feel like maybe you've been down this path before with other people where you've disconnected. You've had to emotionally disconnect from somebody. I feel like this is history repeating itself. Perhaps someone did something they shouldn't have done because something that was hidden in darkness came to light. And this is coming up on the Ten of Cups, which tells me that somebody, well, I would say somebody was talking about you behind your back and you discovered it. And it's not the first time it's happened to you. This is not the first time. This communication behind your back was what was taking place in the dark. And somehow, some way, it came to the light. So now, because you've had to disconnect from somebody because they were stabbing you in the back, basically, I feel like everything that they were saying was not true because we have the Ace of Swords in reverse. I feel like everything they were saying was not true. That's why we have the Ace of Swords in reverse. But it came out. Maybe somebody came to you and told you that this was taking place. And that's how it came from out of the darkness into the light. Somebody came and told you this was happening. Don't back down. Listen to your heart and embrace all the wounds. Remember, you once have had started these dreams. Remember, you were once a warrior to fight for your own good. You still are indeed. Your angel number is 259. 259. Dixie is up next. This is for Dixie. We have the Page of Wands in reverse. I see spiraling. What I'm seeing in this card is spiraling out of control. This could be feelings. You could be feeling like you're spiraling out of control. So you've got the Lover's card. The Lover's card could represent somebody under the sign of Gemini, but not necessarily. I'm just letting you know that. With this card, this is about having to make a choice when it comes to friends. This is about having to make a choice when it comes to friendships. You might be feeling like you're spiraling out of control because you have to make a choice. You don't feel complete. Or you might be feeling like your energy's drained. Well, there's the Chariot in reverse. The Chariot could represent somebody under the sign of Cancer, but not necessarily, just letting you know that. And this is about a loss of control. But I also know what you inform me about. So you may have to make a choice when it comes to this situation. Now we have the Death card. The Death card, as you know, does not necessarily mean literal death. It can also represent somebody under the sign of Scorpio, just to let you know that. This is about a big change. This is about a major change. And I feel like I already know what that major change is that you have to decide on. The decision here, this choice here that you have to make is not about, I don't feel like it's about friendship. Well, I don't feel like it's about a connection you have with other people. I feel like this is about a vehicle. And you have to choose whether you're going to hold on, and it'd be a big change. This would be a big change if you have to look for another one. I don't like this is why I don't like having too much information. But it's coming out in your reading because you indicated you had problems with your vehicle. And so it's coming out. The cards are showing me, my spirit guide is showing me that you are now at a point you don't know what to do. You feel like you need to make a choice in whether or not to repair the current vehicle or to make that big leap and purchase a new one. Not necessarily brand new, but maybe something new to you. And I'm sorry that's what's coming out in the reading, but that's what's coming out in the reading. You have to make a choice here. And the Chariot fell right on top of it. And sometimes to me, well, the Chariot can represent travel, and traveling would represent your vehicle. So I feel like maybe you have a big choice. You have a big choice to make, and it would be a big change if you choose to maybe trade in one for a newer one. And I feel like it's draining your energy because you're not sure, you might be feeling stressed out because of, well, finances is not on the board, but in theory, you could be stressing out about finances. Matter of fact, finances is not on the board. Neither is communication. Actually, communication is on the board. Lovers is an air sign. That would be communication. So, what you're missing here is the financial aspect. And that may be what has you stressed out. But I feel like your stress is getting less because you started out with a page feeling out of control and now it's down to a 9. So I feel like you're feeling less stressed, but you're still stressed out. Get it all done. Only a few more steps and you will accomplish. Once finished organizing your ideas and plans, immediately put them in practical work. So you know what you need to do. All right, your angel number is 180. 180. Next up is Do You Whoop Hoo? All right, do you whoop-poo. Ace of Swords in reverse. This is there's a delay here of some sort for some reason. A delay in potentially communication. There's a delay in thinking, thoughts. You were going to either start something new or restart something you had been working on before. This has got to be the card of the night. Oh, Lord. I hope not. So you got the Lover's card. Could represent somebody under the sign of Gemini, but not necessarily, just letting you know that. And it's in reverse. This is about a conflict. Well, that would explain this Ace of Swords being in reverse. Holding on to communication, not wanting to let it go, because you have a conflict here of some type. Difficulty communicating. Now, the Four of Pentacles, this is about stability in things you hold value in. This is about stability in your finances and so on. And things are balanced out, even though there is issues when it comes to communication here. So with the 6, you're making adjustments to the way you think and the way you communicate because of this situation. You're doing your best to maintain stability here. And to maintain balance. However, there is an issue with communications. And you're working to make adjustments in order to bring harmony in. And that may involve starting something fresh, starting something new. You may have to come up with a new plan on dealing with this situation. I think I know what it is, but I don't want to say. So I feel like you're looking at options on how to make adjustments and what adjustments can be made to handle this situation you're having when it comes to communication with somebody. Create more values. Be bold and pinpoint your outlook. Don't be afraid to show your true colors because you are unique, and this will differentiate your values from the social norms. This is your values right here. Your angel number is 249. 249. True California Girl is up next. All right, True California Girl. You got the Seven of Swords in reverse. Remember, we're still in the shadow period of Mercury retrograde, so you may be having to take a step back and think before you speak. You might be having to take a step back so that you can think before you speak, because I feel like there's something that you want to speak on, but if you speak on it right now and don't think about what you're saying, it's going to come out sneaky and shady sounding. So you're receiving messages from the universe. You're receiving messages from the universe. This could be from ancestors, your higher power, about something. Eight of Cups in reverse. So this might be, you might be receiving messages concerning somebody that you're emotionally connected to that you might not be focusing on. So I feel like you're receiving messages from the universe as a warning, because this Eight of Cups is falling on top of the Seven of Swords. And now you've got the Moon card upright. The Moon card could represent somebody under the sign of Pisces, but not necessarily. I'm just letting you know that. And so something's being done in the darkness. Something is being done in the darkness. So something is being hidden from you. And I feel like it's somebody that maybe it's not somebody that you're not focusing on. Maybe it's somebody that's not focusing on you. Or they may be speaking badly about you and you are not aware of it. And that's what's happening in the darkness. But you have this Queen of Wands, though. The Queen of Wands, this particular queen has a cat in this deck, which means she's independent. So you have independent, you have somebody that's independent, somebody that's nurturing, somebody that's sincere, that may be able to guide you with this. Because I feel like somebody is doing something behind your back in the darkness. And I feel like you're receiving messages. I don't think it's this person here. I feel like this is somebody you can turn to. Don't back down. Listen to your heart and embrace all the wounds. Remember, you once have had started these dreams. Remember, you were once a warrior to fight for your own good. You still are indeed. Your angel number is 151. 151. Monica. All right, this is for Monica. You got the Magician. You got the Magician. So this could be something that you're working on. There could be something that you're working on and you have all the skills that you need. You have everything that you need to make this happen. Oh. And now we have the Wheel of Fortune. So now we have a setback. That's interesting to get the Magician and then to get the Wheel of Fortune right behind it, especially the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. So this tells me that history's repeating itself, but you know how to overcome it. You know how to overcome history repeating itself. We've got somebody that's outspoken. You may have somebody that's outspoken. So this particular king, he's got 3. There's a butterfly here and there's 2 here. Outspoken about new life chapters. So with history repeating itself, you've been there before. That means you've been there before, been there, done that. You already know what you need to do. And it looks like maybe you might be starting things over again. However, I feel like if you are starting something over again, whatever it may be, you're going to do it. You're going to take your time when you do it this time. You have loyalty on your side here. And you're going to, the Knight of Pentacles is the slowest knight in the deck. And I always think of this knight as being somebody that's methodical in their moves. So you already know what you're doing. So you're going to move slowly to make sure that this stops happening. History repeating itself. And you're going to take a leap of faith on something. Since something has happened where history is repeating itself, which it could have something to do with communications. And this could be considered communications, because Mercury is the ruler of the magician and Mercury is the planet of communication. So I feel like maybe this go around you're going to take a leap of faith once again, but this time you're going to do it methodically and think things through, so that you can avoid this from happening again. Take action. No more procrastinating, because you are well planned, well prepared, and therefore ready to make a move for now. Your angel number is 132. 132. Next up is Staff Grabber. All right, Staff Grabber, here we go. Ooh, Three of Cups in reverse. Three of Cups in reverse. This could be... You could be feeling emotionally destroyed, or there could be some type of connection that's been destroyed. Now we have the Page of Cups. I feel like this is a lot of emotions here. I feel like you're emotional for some reason. Four of Swords in reverse. Instability in thoughts and communications. Although there is something you're holding on to. King of Swords in reverse. I feel like there may be some miscommunication taking place. Let's look at the last card. Of course, it's the Five of Wands. A conflict. Feeling conflicted. You're feeling conflicted about something. You're feeling emotional when it comes to communications. Hmm. Remember, think before you speak, because we have problems here with communication. And this communication could involve other people, but not necessarily. This could be just about your emotions. The Page of Cups could be that you're finding it challenging. You might be finding it challenging to make connections. And you're feeling conflicted about it. And I think, you know what? I think this is about you maybe having some, finding it challenging when it comes to communications. And it's making you feel conflicted. Now, the communications I'm referring to is not necessarily with anybody you're connected to. I feel like What Spirit Guide is trying to tell me is that it is maybe you're dealing with challenges in communicating in the way you communicate with specifically with others. I hope you know what I'm referring to here. Keep it to yourself. You have brilliant and outstanding ideas with an unconventional style. So before you round up and perform it, keep it a secret to prevent yourself from judgment or competitive energy. Your angel number is 176. 176. Sarah is up next. All right, this is for Sarah. So you've got the Queen of Wands. So I'm seeing an energy drain here. And I'm also seeing a lack of independence. You got the Star card here. The Star card could represent somebody under the sign of Aquarius, but not necessarily. Just letting you know that. In this Star card, in this particular Star card, if this were upright, she'd be collecting the stars. But it's not, it's in reverse. So it appears that the stars are being let go. So this could be testing your faith, or you might be being told to be patient about something. I feel like it's be patient. Be patient because there's going to be a celebration. There's something, I feel like maybe you are stressed out about something. You need to be patient. I feel like everything's going to be okay and you're going to celebrate. And you're going to take the time to focus on things that matter to you in life. And maybe one aspect of your life in particular. In the meantime, the Ten of Swords. This Ten of Swords tells me that you've been dealing with others talking about you, or maybe somebody in particular, talking about you behind your back. And you've had enough. You're putting an end to it. Whatever this is going on right here, and you're able to celebrate and focus, you're going to put your focus, I feel like, here and bring an end to all this negative communication. Identify the blockage. Somewhere within your mindset, there is a blockage of energies that prevent you from reaching your goals. Search for it as soon as you can. Your angel number is 625, 625. Next up is Just Dawn. All right, Just Dawn. Nine of Cups in reverse. A wish that is not fulfilled. A wish that's not fulfilled. If this Nine of Cups had been upright, it would be a wish fulfilled, but this is not a wish fulfilled. You're feeling incomplete, emotionally incomplete, perhaps. You might even be feeling like you're destroyed. You might be feeling destroyed. Doesn't mean you are. You just might be feeling that way. You may have disconnected from somebody here, and that may have it may have been unexpected that somebody disconnected from you. And so you didn't see it coming, and it might have really hurt your feelings. And you might be wishing that you could restart this connection again. You might be wanting to restart this connection. I feel like it was somebody else that disconnected from you. You didn't disconnect from them. I feel like they disconnected from you, and you didn't know it was coming. You didn't see it coming. And here, you may be wishing that they would reconnect with you. I feel like there may have been an issue with communications. The communications wasn't stable. So we have the Three of Wands, and now we have the Three of Cups. Emotionally destroyed, feeling emotionally destroyed by this disconnection. This is certainly revolving around somebody that you were connected to, most likely a friend, possibly a relative, because it happens in families a lot. Where there was an issue when it came to communication. Well, keep in mind, we're still in the shadow period of Mercury retrograde. Think before you speak. And I would say that somebody disconnected from you, maybe because they didn't think before they spoke. Or you may have said something that you didn't think was wrong or bad, but they just happened to take it the wrong way. There's always that possibility, too. Be honest. Confrontation is needed in this situation. Be true to yourself. Get straight to the point from which has led you to the current problems and solve it. So, this is telling you that whoever disconnected from you, you need to confront them and find out why. And be honest with each other. Your angel number is 291. 291. All right. Next up is Bugsy. This is for Bugsy. Wow. That card has came up an awful lot tonight. So we've got the Lover's card in reverse. This could represent somebody under the sign of Gemini, but not necessarily. This is about making a choice. It could be about making a choice when it comes to friendships, but not necessarily, as I found out in an earlier reading. This is about making a choice, though. Ten of Wands. You could be feeling down or overwhelmed, feeling overwhelmed here. Your energy might be drained. Feel like you're sending messages out to the universe. Focusing, you might be praying to your higher power about about what's going on here. Yeah, you're definitely burned out. You're definitely burned out. Look at this. We have fire, wands, fire, and then the sun. You're burned out and you're frustrated. The Temperance card could represent somebody under the sign of Sagittarius, but not necessarily. I'm just letting you know that. You're frustrated. You're burned out. You have to make a choice on something. You might be praying and asking for help. But you're feeling burned out. You're feeling burned out and it's frustrating you. You want the harmony and the balance back into your life. And you're frustrated because you don't know what to do. So you're praying for answers. Create more values. Be bold and pinpoint your outlook. Don't be afraid to show your true colors because you are unique, and this will differentiate your values from the social norms. Your angel number is 147. 147. All right, Lolima. All right, this is for Lolima. King of Wands in reverse. Somebody is angry. King of Wands, this is somebody that's angry. Somebody is very angry. Oh, yeah. There's the Strength card in reverse. The Strength card could represent somebody under the sign of Leo, but not necessarily. Just letting you know that. Struggling with anger right here. Somebody's been struggling with anger for a while now. I feel like you're receiving messages from the universe on something about this conflict that's going to take place. You're being watched. Being watched. Look at all the flames. Look at all the fire. Somebody's falling. After a conflict, somebody's falling. Falling from grace. The outcome is successful, though. The outcome is successful. This is all about the way that you feel. Struggling with anger here. But you're receiving messages of somebody in a conflict, and perhaps some are falling from grace, perhaps. And you see that as a success. You see it. Set boundaries. This probably protects you from absorbing too much into unnecessary energies and preserves your true state of mind. You have to set boundaries with people. If you got in a conflict or you watched a conflict, you need to still set boundaries. Your angel number is 286. 286. I send much love and many blessings to everybody. As always, I'll see you back next time. Have a wonderful day.